Hey there. So if you're not in the Army, you can go ahead and skip this. But I am introducing a new tool that I could have used when I was a specialist and sergeant looking at promotions to sergeant and staff sergeant. So a little background, I'm going to school for data science at Hopkins. So I'm trying to find ways to implement that. And when I was waiting to become a sergeant and staff sergeant, I was constantly making these Excel spreadsheets, trying to figure out a way to like predict what the next month's points were and to understand kind of how competitive my MOS was. So I figured that that is kind of maybe like not a super ideal solution just to have that locally for myself. So I wanted to make one for the whole Army. So here's the website. It's called promotionpointdashboard.com. You can select your start load date and your end load date. It's best to go from the earliest to the latest. They used to have different promotion points for secondary versus primary zones, and they got rid of that in August, which is why the farthest back you can go is August. You then select your component. We have options for both active and reserves. I guess staff sergeant would be a good example, and maybe we want to go for 11 Bravo because we love our infantrymen. It's not an army without the infantrymen, right? So this loads in your promotion points over time. So this is the historic data of all the promotion points that happen between now and August. It will show the trend line. So if promotion points are trending up or if they're trending down over time, and it'll show you the volatility to give you an idea of exactly how much variance there is month over month on your MOS. You can also see where you stack up by putting your MOS points in up here, and there's a red line that comes across and just shoots through the promotion points over time graph and kind of gives you an idea of where you would stack up over time. There's also wrote a script to predict what the next month's promotion points might be. I'm going to work on getting a confidence interval to show up on the website for that as well. And then down here, I created two different half circles, which will measure the percent chance of your promotion next month based off the date range that you've put in, and then the promotion points that you have. So one is historical, so how many months you would have made the cutoff, and then there's a Bayesian adjusted promotion probability. Basically, what that is that takes the volatility into account for your MOS. So if maybe there hasn't been a spike in a while, it predicts that there might be a spike in the future. So it punishes those highly variable MOSs. And then there's the point fluctuation graph over here, and then the competitiveness score, which shows you the those who promote relative to the population of those who are eligible. So the higher your competitiveness score is, the more competitive you are in that MOS, or the more competitive people are in general in that MOS on a given month. And then you can kind of see the raw data over there in the details section over here. So that's just a quick breakdown, and it works for every MOS. If you have any questions or anything, you can reach out to the email that's down below there. I hope that this tool is useful to anybody who finds it or happens upon it. Again, I'm a data scientist, not a web designer, so I know that the page is very bland. But again, hope this helps. See ya.